What's going on, Dragon Ballers? We're here with the man, the myth, the legend, the leader of D-Generation S, Scott Dashy. So the man did it. He topped 3 times in a row with announcer, got top 4 at GenCon with announcer. So Scott, how'd you do with the deck, and we'll just go through it, I guess.
Okay, so I'm going to say this one last time, is I want to thank Corbin Nesvetter, Alex Friedman, and even Brian Samuel, because since day one-ish, we've been talking about this deck ever since ARG, Atlantic City. How good could it be? How good was it? Is it in the future, past metas? And I think it was tier 1. It's still tier 1 and can definitely win an event. Pairings do help. Depends on how good the pairings are. But this deck is definitely really good. Should give it a try. It did get helped by the ban list because it doesn't have to fear a lot of things anymore. And it can still steal games. It can definitely steal a lot of games. So just quickly, and again, this is just a little bit different than the variant. I've been using little different variants here and there every different event. So
Slight changes make a big difference.
Exactly. This obvious staple, Dende searches all your pieces that you need in the deck. Announcer negate, that's a staple ×4 in World Martial Arts tournament decks because you can draw 2, and that does matter. Like if your opponent tries to stall you, you can play this on the offense to draw 2, and that does help against decks like Toa and Victory Strike, things like that. I play 2 of the other announcers that just tutors, looks top 7 and gets a guy. This does help late game if your opponent tries to stall you. You can get your missing piece and either do the junior combo or the Babidi chain.
Yeah, it's almost like 5 and 6 Dende. It's like a little less good.
Yeah, it's awesome. A lot of people were wondering why I was running this negate. Videl, I'm running it because it's red, and you'll see why. Mr. Boo is also a good option, but you should run a lot of the body negates like these. And to finish off the 1-drops, I ran 1 Pan for Self-Awakening and 1 Mutai Ito, actually.
Mutai Ito, potato. Why 1 potato in the main deck? That seems crazy.
Because I've been running this as a 2 or I guess I didn't remember 2 or 3 of here and there, and I hardly ran into any green Brawly. And I figured with the new ban list, people would not be running Victory Strike or HOM, and I was kind of right about that. So I figured, logically, I just run 1. I can search it out with Dende, search it out with this. I only need 1. If they're gonna drop a bomb, I can do this and then kill them on the swing back. I have these in the sideboard in case I need them, but 1 was really good for me all weekend, as was this, because this can be searched with Dende if I need it. But I really needed to Self-Awaken because my opponent usually attacks me. But that's the 1-drop lineup. Following with the super combos, we have the red ones. I switched to red now, so you notice in my past deck profiles I ran yellow splash. This is a red splash. You'll see why. Again, this doesn't matter. It's just a super combo. I'm only using it
for its
color. As red for its color.
Don't really want to charge it, but in a pinch.
Yep, you'll see why. New spice. I was running Deborah 2-drop in the main, but now I decided to run this because I figured Kid Goku is kind of an issue against this deck. If I draw poorly and they draw well, I can lose really fast. This clears their board. This is really good against Gogeta Shenron, against Anthony Hernandez. I dropped this, clear his Parunga and his Shenrons off the board, so he couldn't get his board set up. This is really good to clear again a lot of things off the board. It doesn't clear everything, but it's really good, and it puts pressure on the opponent. I guess I'll do both these at the same time, is the junior package. And again, notice the ratios here. I mean, we did a lot of math. Corbin, Brian, Alex, different variants of the deck. Ratios are everything. I'm assuming, you've heard Richard Zapp talk about it, Pat talk about it, Crossroads TCG talk about it.
We always talking about math, baby.
You'll notice that there's 2 here, 2 here. This is good enough because Dende can search them. I did 3 here and 4 here because, first of all, this card is just in general a extremely strong card that just you can get pieces that you need, or you can charge it for a blue energy. And this package is more important than this package because this blows out your opponent if you have the right circumstances. And this is just a little bit of a pecking. But this really hurts them. Yeah, really hurts them.
Did you ever do the play where you searched out the Oob with Dende and then paid 2 to play the Goku the next turn?
That's actually funny. So yeah, if you do run these now in your deck, some people show me their deck list and they weren't running these. Now they are running these. Yeah, this effect is live, and yes, you can pay 2 and then do this, and then yes, and so during the tournament I did pay 2 here for this on the following turn. drop this, drop this, drop this, drop this, and then I
That's
awakened,
insane.
and that was game. Because way too much pressure, and it's extremely difficult to come out of that. 2 King Piccolo.
The most broken card in the deck.
I would say definitely keep it at 2, because 1, I ran 1 in Virginia. That was a mistake. I should have ran 2. 2 is the perfect number. It's really good. It finishes the game, and it usually, like, I charge it early game sometimes, but sometimes I wish I had this in my hand later game if I don't have it, because I can finish them off if I don't kill them with these packages. And of course, this package as well. So let me... You've seen this before, guys. The
Supreme Showdown package.
Yep. And again, the ratios have been the same since Richmond. 2, 2, and 3 is, to me, the perfect ratio, because it always works. You have Dende, and I hardly ever miss with this. One hint key I can give to you guys is that if you use this to look through your deck, you want to make sure that at least one of these is in your deck, so that when you go off with this, you know what's in your deck. So if you don't want to fail, like if you know this is not in your deck and you play this, you're screwed. So you want to, when you search, make sure you have at least one of these in your deck, and of course one of these in your hand to go off on that turn.
Yeah, a lot of times the
win.
Goku Jr. combo is better, but in some key matchups, the Babidi combo is definitely where you have to go.
Yep. If your opponent's tapped out and you're not expecting any type of spark and negate, you can blow them out really quick. I blew out some people with this because they weren't expecting it. It's way too strong, way too, in terms of like power. It's so hard to out combo
Yeah,
it.
35k triple strikes, 2 of them, it's insane.
Extra cards we'll do down here. Sensu Bean, same ratio, really strong. Helps the explosive turns. Again, with turns like like a certain amount of energy, you can drop these, awaken, attack with one of these guys, use this, and then drop this and really destroy their day, or drop this, and you can have explosive turns where you're swinging upwards of 5-6 times. This time I'm running only 2 objection, because I talked to the Cali crew, Brian and co, and they were like, 2, they're running 2. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna run this event. I'm gonna run 2 because I don't need this card to win. You don't need this card to win. You don't need to ramp. But it just helps depending on the context of the game. If you don't expect your opponent running Dende to blow up your energy, or anything crazy to blow up your energy, and you can ramp without being concerned, then play it. Otherwise, you don't need it, but it's really good to have. 3 power bursts. That is the perfect number in my opinion, because 4 seems kind of cloggy. 4 would be good though, but unnecessary, because you kind of want to have, like, I like having a lot of 5Ks so you can combo, but 3 is good enough of a dead type card so that you can bounce these guys back and do like double negates.
Those negates and then getting the 5k combo again, that's pretty busted.
Yeah. And then the ultimate spice of the deck, and I'm going to thank Brian Samuel for this portion, is that after the yellow stuff got banned, I take out Bad Ring and stuff from my deck. I decided to go red because of this card, and this could probably pump to a 3, because this card wins so many games. If you get this out early, it's extremely advantageous for you, because simply you can kill all dangerous blockers are 4Ks, 5Ks. You can kill them off the board after attacking with your leader. You can kill again in the Kid Goku matchup. You can destroy their 1-drop Kid Gokus. You can destroy Crisis Crusher, which hurts this deck a lot, and this helps, certainly helps in certain matchups, and helps you put your deck over the top.
Yeah, U6 too, right, where you get to get rid of their...
Oh yeah. So yeah, now that that's relevant, Universe 6, a lot of the small guys, they say you cannot be KO'd. This bypasses the KO, so that is another reason to run the red splash in the deck.
Absolutely busted. We're gonna try the side deck?
Yeah, side deck. So quickly, 3 Mutaitos, because I go to 4 if I'm playing. If this actually, by the way, this actually did matter. I sided in 3 to make 4 total in the main board against Johnny Tavares, Green Brawley, BR Rush. I want as many of those as possible. Even against Shenron Gogeta, you can side in more of these to stop them from blowing you out in 1 turn. Because remember, there's no more. They don't really have any counterplays to stop it. So the more in these in your deck, the better against certain matchups. So I just pumped up for that reason. Same thing with this. Another objection against possibly Janemba, against Shenron Gogeta, if I really needed it. I don't think I sided in this all tournament long, but it's just there for assurance in case I needed it. Another King Piccolo, same logic. Only against certain matchups.
more
obviously,
aggro.
obviously the mirror match against Anthony Hernandez, this mattered a lot because he actually sided these in his deck, and I know a lot of people are gonna start siding this crap in if you have space, just to like beat this deck, or to just have it just in case, you know, if you splash certain things. But I would side this against Anthony, for example, or any type of stall deck, even Toa, because you can drop these 1-drops, get huge hand advantage, and then on turn 4 or higher, just keep playing these guys and swing for big damage. Next, Deborah. I side that in against a lot of decks that have bombs, so like Baby Vegeta. If I can, later game, if they get the big Baby Ape on the board, you can drop one of these small 1-drops to trigger their ability, then drop this and activate it and lock down the big Baby Ape so they cannot attack, which is crucial because it's triple striker. Same thing with Gogeta, or I always say that. I mean, Gogeta 5-drop, that actually is relevant. Double strike, and it locks down any type of big attacker for the most part. Vanillas.
It's like a pseudo form removal, which an announcer can kind of lack, but it definitely fills that role pretty nice.
Yeah, so it's good enough. It did definitely help. The arena, I would side these out and put these in instead, depending on the matchup. I did it again. I can't remember who I did it against, but I did against some matchups where this did not really matter because they didn't run many 5Ks. Just to pump. Oh no, I think it was against. I can't remember. Maybe Golden Freeze. There was a Golden Freeze or Rush deck that ran hardly any 1-drops, and I sided this in instead because he would clear his own board, so this never came into play, and I would have this, and against this with the juniors is just absurd.
Yeah, they're so pluses.
So it's just there depending on the matchup. Same thing with these. This helped a lot against certain matchups. If your opponent tries to ramp you, if they go first, especially, you blow them up and you set them back straight. And it's, again, just for that reason, against Energy Ramp. This card won me my final round of Swiss in GenCon against Johnny because he did not expect it. You can tutor it with this, but in that case, I did not tutor it. I actually hard drew it. And then late game, he got down to 2 life. He kept all of his negates for other battle card attacks like these, as anyone would. Attack on my leader, did not negate. I dumped my entire hand, ended with that. Game was over because, again, all the combo power here is all 5Ks. You have a massive hand, 10 to 15 card hand. You blow them out with a surprise. This probably could be in the main board just for a surprise factor.
Yeah, it looks like it'd be the only 10K in the main board too.
Yep, yeah. I don't remember many 10Ks. Many 10Ks. So it's there for surprise factor. And then Mafuba, again, Shenron Gogeta, as always. I always have it in my sideboard. This could also possibly be in the main. Against Baby Vegeta, Ape, any type of big bombs, you can side that in against Victory Strike. And so that is the deck.
All right, Scott, you playing this deck anymore going forward?
No, I'm going to retire this, and some of my locals will probably run this deck instead, or maybe Corbin, someone's going to run it. Maybe Joey himself will run the deck.
I do like it a lot.
It's definitely fun to use, but I think I'm going to start thinking about new spice because I want to keep giving Joey some content for his
I appreciate you. I'm living
for his channel. I'm going to try some new stuff. Think outside the box, guys. There's other tier 1 decks out there besides the obvious. This wasn't on the map, but now it's on the map. You guys are making it on the map. It's really good. So
any final thoughts about GenCon or the event, or any shout-outs?
I already gave a shout-out earlier today. I'm going to do it again. Dave, Crystal, Trent, Tac Gaming. You guys were amazing. You guys were just professional, smooth. It was just, the whole event itself was run perfectly, in my opinion. It went very fast, especially even today was just amazing. It was really fast team wars. Because they understood that we needed to go to the con and do all this other stuff. The prizing was actually pretty good for this event. The Bandai reps were there. They acknowledged that it was good and getting better in terms of prizing. We could show you all the prizing, but we have it all over the hotel room right now.
Yeah.
But just be assured that this game is getting better by the day, and it will certainly be better going forward. And keep on playing your decks. You see how diverse the meta was.
Yeah, 8 different leaders in top 8. It's absolutely nuts.
It was awesome. It was awesome. So keep thinking of ideas, guys, and keep posting them publicly and see what we can work out together.
Awesome, man. Thank you, Dashy, and we'll see you next time.